iostudy.net.
Hello everyone, this is Danielle, and in this video for English grammar we're going to talk about the articles. So as you can see in the mind map, we have a and the that we will talk about today. So let's first look at a and. So the grammar rules for these both. So we use a and for countable nouns in the singular form. We can also use a and for something that is not mentioned before. So let's look at some examples of these. First, countable nouns in the singular form. For example, we have an apple, a pen, and a boy. So as you can see here, these are all countable nouns in the singular form. We use an apple because apple starts with a vowel. Next, let's go down to something that is not mentioned before. For example, he is a good soccer player. And a boy is holding a book. So in both of these examples, something is not mentioned before. So a good soccer player and a boy is holding a book. These have not been mentioned before. Okay, so those are your grammar rules for using a and an. Now let's go over to the other side and look at how to use the. We can use the in multiple ways. For example, we can use the with both countable and uncountable nouns. We use the when we know which one was mentioned before. The invention and musical instruments. Finally, oceans, rivers, deserts, seas, and canals. So let's look at some examples. Both countable and uncountable nouns can take the. For example, the table is brown, and the money belongs to me. So both of these are countable and uncountable nouns that we can use the with. Now let's go on to when we know which one was mentioned before. For example, a woman who is wearing a red dress is my friend. The woman is beautiful. And I go to the hospital to visit my friend. So in both of these examples, we're talking about someone or something that we know which one was mentioned before. Okay, so now we can go on to talking about inventions and musical instruments. So for example, here we have two instruments, the piano and the violin. Finally, we can use the to talk about oceans, rivers, deserts, seas, and canals. For example, the Nile and the Mekong. So these are both oceans, rivers, deserts, seas, and canals. So they are talking about the fact that you can use any of these. Okay, so there are your rules for using the articles. A, and the. Here's your completed mind map, so you can go back to this at any time for your own reference. And once you feel comfortable with the mind map, then you can move on to the outline. So here's the outline for the articles. And you can read through this, scroll through it for more information, talking about a, and, or the. So once you've read through this to find more information and further examples, you can click here to take the test to see how much you know. And in the next video, I'm going to take the test with you. So thanks for joining me in this video where we looked at the grammar rules for the articles in the mind map and the outline. and I will see you in the next video when we take the test together. Thank you and goodbye.